I grew up in Nigeria. Every family is large, so I had a very large family. I had so many cousins. The house was always busy and everyone running around. I was a very, very chatty child growing up, very, very noisy. In 2009, I was working in a law firm and I was praying my usual quiet time, and I had the Lord speak to me audibly that my plan for you is to study in the UK. Actually, the word was, did you know that my plan for you is to study in the UK? Now, I'd never had audible voice before, so I found it hilarious. So I started laughing at myself like, Chosen, you are going insane. And then I had that voice the second time. And so I started planning about that in 2009. I moved cities because of that. I actually changed jobs because of that. Because I didn't have the finances, I didn't have the wherewithal to be able to accomplish such a great feat. To be able to raise over 10 grand at that time, my salary for a year wouldn't have been able to raise that. But God made a way for me. God raised people that raised the money without me having to lend. The easiest way I would say the voice of God sounds like is like your voice, because in all my experiences, God has used my inner voice to speak to me, which would be basically you thinking aloud. But the authority of that thought is what distinguishes it from your own thoughts, because it comes with such conviction, with such clarity, without an iota of doubt. It's like someone saying to you, how do you know it's God? And you just know it is God, because it has to be. Jesus died over 2,000 years ago, and the main reason why Jesus came on earth was to bring us back to God. And that relationship with God starts with a story, as a story about the only begotten Son of God who offered himself as the eternal prize for our salvation. And I believe that when we tell our stories, we share the power of the cross and what Jesus has done for us. So we are basically amplifying what Jesus has done. The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. For to us a child is born, and to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the greatness of his government and peace there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness, from that time on and forever. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this.